Man documents fatal insomnia mental breakdown. Yeah, 6 years ago, a little doubtful, so we'll see how it is.
So here I want to try to explain about the meaning of what's so-called God.
A tiny handful of families in the world are unfortunate enough to fall victim to a rare disease called fatal familial insomnia, a degenerative brain disease that affects the ability to sleep.
Familial? So it's just, you're just gonna get it?
The disease stays undetected for a large portion of one's life, until eventually, usually between the ages of 32 and 62, they begin to experience mild insomnia. The insomnia rapidly gets worse, and then they completely lose the ability to sleep. Ever. Over the course of about 9 months to
I would lose my mind, dude. When I drink coffee and it's like 6 p.m., I'm up till like 3 every time, you know? It's just how it is. Like, there's no possibility of sleeping. I think it's like I forget what it's called at this point, but it like blocks the tired thing, coffee.
a year, they slowly experience cognitive and physical deterioration until they die. Sleep medication and other sedatives only speed up this decline. It's hard to imagine how scary of an experience this must be, but back in 2016, a man suffering from this documented the entire process of his mental decline up until his death.
Holy shit. How long does it take, though? It can't take that long. That's amazing. This is cool.
Ricard Siagen started uploading videos to YouTube in 2013. Initially, they were nothing out of the ordinary.
Whoa.
Most of his videos,
yeah, that's sick. I respect people who can, and tattoo or henna,
was centered around the art he was working on. They would show tattoos he was doing for people, as well as his extensive sketchbook. It was clear that his life revolved around two things: his art and his son.
That's
in
sick.
January of 2016, his videos started taking on a very different tone. He uploaded a video titled Che Fatal Insomnia Neurotoxin-Induced CNS Seeking Neuroscience Hospital Support or Stem Cell Hope.
I have not sleep. Means I have total insomnia. Sleep disability.
Can they not like give you a drug though that will force you to sleep?
Right now it's already 4 months.
No way. No way. How would you feel? Like, what would wouldn't you get tired?
In this video, he says it has been 4 months since he slept, and he runs us through the entire story. He said in 2015, he moved to Philadelphia and found a new job there.
Crazy.
Around the same time, he also ended up getting a UTI, which he was worried about affecting his performance at work. Because he didn't have insurance, he spoke to his boss about the situation. Damn. His boss offered him an antibiotic that he had that would clear up the UTI pretty quickly.
What? Your boss just had prescription drugs to give you? I don't know about that, man. And they're just not giving you benefits?
Hard took the antibiotics, and after only a few days, started experiencing some pretty unpleasant side effects.
Heart palpitation, and both of my hand was crooked like that.
Dude, I bet.
Tinnitus, heart palpitation, muscles, back pain. The back pain is so terrible.
Regardless, he continued the medicine for 2 weeks, with the side effects progressively getting worse. At the end of the 2 weeks, he found he was no longer able to sleep at all. His body wanted to sleep, but his mind wouldn't let him.
Dude, I'd be so broken about that. Like, I'd love just the time when you get to sleep, and then you wake up in the morning and you're like, I just wish I had like 15 minutes more, you know? Makes you like really grateful for the time that you've already, because you slept like 6-7 hours, you know? I don't know. I love that. I wouldn't be able to handle not having that.
He finally got around to seeing a doctor at this time, and he was prescribed sedative drugs to help. All these were able to do were to help him sleep for 2 hours a night with extreme nightmares.
Oh, why?
When he describes what it feels like whenever he tries to sleep, he describes it as a painful experience.
So when my body tired, they say my body asking my system to sleep. The activity of the brain is never calmed down. It's been 4 months since my brain is active. It never sleep. It never want to go down. But there is a feedback. There is a really painful feedback, physical feedback and neuron feedback on my back, around my spinal cord.
He says he's
That's
so desperate for
crazy.
sleep that he would gladly sacrifice both of his legs for even just 3 hours of sleep a night. He acknowledges that he is going to die soon, but he says he wants doctors to look into his condition for research purposes. He ends the video calling out for help and leaving his contact information in the description.
Help me, help me. I'll put my number down here in the
Oh my
information
God.
and my email. Whoever you are, thank you.
What initially comes off as odd about this is that his condition isn't actually fatal familial insomnia, since it doesn't run in his family, yet the symptoms are still practically identical. The onset, however, seemed to have been caused by the antibiotic he was taking. Later on
No. The sketchy medicine from the boss? Holy shit.
in his videos,
I would be so upset. I don't know how I would like continue, you know? I feel like I'd be so mentally like destroyed.
we get more useful information about this. Throughout the course of his videos, he demonstrates the physical toll his condition has taken on his body. At first, he reports an awful burning sensation in his spine, as well as losing
my
the ability to
God.
walk very well, and the sedatives he is taking are slowly becoming less effective. Later on, he goes to show how he starts shaking and the dead skin cells on his face resulting from his cells dying. The most noticeable effect we can see through these videos, however, is the cognitive decline. The first becomes apparent in his video titled Conspiracy Theory Fact, where he goes on rambling about the nature of conspiracy theories, but most of what he's saying really doesn't make any sense.
Conspiracy theory has never been a theory. It's a practice. So the word that created by the system or the sentence then become conspiracy theory is itself, it's a conspiracy to make people think that it is a theory.
In later videos, he shows us exactly what happens every
Okay, yeah, that was just rambling about pretty much nothing. It's a theory, but it's a fact. They just say that they say it's a theory, so you're not thinking it's not a theory. Like, that was just so roundabout.
time he attempts to sleep.
Oh no.
This jolt you are seeing occurs when he feels what he describes as a violent jolt shooting through his spine just as he's about to drift off. Eventually, the condition becomes so bad that he becomes completely bedridden. In one of his videos, he reveals the name of the antibiotic he was taking that caused all of this.
Yeah, please. What?
It's called ciprofloxacin. We'll talk more in depth about this antibiotic later. In early November, we can really start to see how hopeless he is, and honestly, it's really sad. He talks about how he can no longer even get out of bed because of how debilitated he is, and the pain is so bad that he often contemplates suicide.
Oh my god.
I'm giving up already. I'm already giving up now. It's just I cannot do it. I cannot kill myself. I'm not good with killing myself. If I do, I'm already done.
It's really hard hearing him talk about how much he misses his son.
God.
As time passes, he posts more videos of the normal stuff, art, rants, and videos of him trying to sleep. When eventually, he uploads a lengthy video that seems to be addressed to his neurologist. Ricard's Facebook page sheds more light on what this is all about. After seeing many doctors about this with no help, he was able to get in contact with a hospital in Beijing that specializes in stem cell research. The doctor said they've treated someone with a condition similar to him and was confident they could treat him as well. This treatment would require 2 expensive procedures, however, so Ricard created a fundraiser page to get money so he could afford the plane trip as well as the procedures.
Oh, please tell
The
me. people
fundraiser page is
donated.
gone now, so I have no idea how much money he was trying to raise, nor how far he got to hitting the goal. All I know is that the goal was never reached. The final 2 videos on his channel that are in English are the saddest in my opinion. It really shows how far gone his mind is at this point. There are just more nonsensical rants, one of which is titled "What is God?" and the other is HIV Fact, where he talks about a conspiracy theory about how HIV was created by the mafia to control people.
About what? HIV. HIV is it's a virus. It's made by human, made by drugs mafia. Designed to fill their what do you call that? Their mission, their agenda of controlling human being.
After this, he just stopped uploading.
Wow. No, that was bad. You could tell he's really declined.
Now,
So
with every
sad.
strange thing we see on the internet, there comes a certain degree of skepticism. But this whole thing is definitely real. I did a background search on this guy, and I was able to confirm that he is indeed dead.
Wow.
One of the most puzzling things about this specific case is how his condition seemed to be entirely caused by an antibiotic that he was taking. I was really skeptical about this at first, but upon further research, the reality behind this is eerie. Ricard says that he was taking an antibiotic called ciprofloxacin before his symptoms began. Ciprofloxacin is under a class of antibiotics called fluoroquinolones, which are typically used to treat things like respiratory infections and UTIs.
Bro, that stuff is so interesting, but when you title it like that, like nobody can get into that. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make you interested in like biology and chemistry because it's all so complicated. But I don't know. Maybe that's just
Which
me.
are typically used to treat things like respiratory infections and UTIs. What's alarming, however, is that for over a decade now, the FDA has been issuing warnings about these antibiotics, cautioning that they can cause permanent nerve damage and peripheral neuropathy. More on that later. Because of the risk involved with these drugs, they are really only supposed to be used as an absolute last resort. Many people feel that doctors prescribe these way too freely, and for that reason, a lot of people experience very horrible side effects completely unnecessarily.
I wish it would explain like scientifically like what happened in his body that made that happen.
Floxed. One notable case of this was a man named Mateo Rojas, who was prescribed ciprofloxacin in 2017 to treat a UTI. Shortly after taking
The same
this,
thing?
he started suffering from severe tendinitis. It got so bad that he actually experienced his tendons rupturing multiple times, which landed him in a wheelchair. The side effects only got worse, causing him to experience psychosis, extreme memory loss, and even blindness. To this day,
No, but nobody should take that. It doesn't even matter. Like, I feel like the infection would be not as bad as these side effects.
he is still dealing with all of this. It practically ruined his life. Rojas is only one of the many people experiencing permanent side effects from this class of antibiotics. More than 60,000 people have complained to the FDA about experiencing similar side effects. All of these people say they were never properly informed of the risks when they were prescribed it, and if they knew, they'd have never taken it in the first place. It's unbelievable this stuff hasn't been banned yet. I believe that what Ricard was experiencing was peripheral neuropathy caused by the ciprofloxacin. Peripheral neuropathy is damage to the nerves that send information from the brain and spinal cord to the rest of the body.
Okay.
Symptoms of this usually begin rapidly within a few days of starting ciprofloxacin, which is exactly what Ricard reported. And the specific starting symptoms reported are also very similar, including numbness, tingling, and burning in the spine. We all know how awful it feels to miss even a single night of sleep.
Dude, I mean, I've had like minimal back pain, you know? I couldn't imagine what like actual like chronic back pain, neuropathic back pain? I don't know, dude. That would be horrible. Like I couldn't even imagine that, let alone on top of that not sleeping for 4 months. You know, it's just all too much. That's probably one of the saddest things I've ever one of the saddest stories I've ever heard, for sure.